With all of the Star Wars films on the way from the fine folks at Lucasfilm and Disney, you can bet your boffins that fans will be meeting countless new alien species that populate the galaxy far, far away. Aliens have long been a staple of the Star Wars universe. Since the moment Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi walked through the threshold of the Mos Eisley Cantina, the doors have been opened to countless alien species. And with each subsequent film, more and more alien races have been added to the Star Wars galactic pantheon. So as we prepare for Star Wars, Episode 8 and beyond, let us look back at the greatest aliens in the galaxy far, far away. 50. Yuzum. Did you know there was another furry alien species that populated the forest moon of Endor? Yuzums are less intelligent than Wokes and often hunt in packs. If you look really closely, you can sort of spy a Yuzum holding a huge gun standing against a wall in Jabba's court. Examples of Yuzum can also be seen in a few Making of Return of the Jedi documentaries, where the sole example of a Yuzum can be viewed sporting its improbably large blaster rifle. A Yuzum finally made it to the forefront of the Star Wars saga in the special edition version of Return of the Jedi. The fine folks at Lucasfilm wanted to prolong the Sy Snootles and Max Rebo musical number. The new sequence added Yuzum vocalist Joe Yoza to the act, and it really kind of sucked. But that doesn't lessen the lore of the Yuzum, a fascinating species that must have gone to war with the Wokes at some point. Now there's an expanded universe tale to be told. Wokes versus the Yuzum in the battle of rabid stuffed animals. Join Amazon Prime, watch thousands of movies and TV shows anytime, start free trial now. 49. Utapan. The Battle of Utappa was one of the more epic conflicts in Revenge of the Sith, as Republic forces freed the Utapan people from separatist occupation. Utapans look like something out of a Clive Barker novel, with flesh-rending fangs and a disturbing bisected appearance. These intimidating beings were still no match for the separatist armies, but the Utapans did not sit idly by. They used their menagerie of creatures to fight back against the separatists after their leader begged Obi-Wan Kenobi for help. I'm sure there's a pretty thrilling story involving the Utapans to be told after the formation of the Empire. Did the Empire take revenge against this compelling race for daring to fight back? Maybe one day we can see what happens to this fierce species, but until then, we can enjoy their brief appearance in the prequels. Buy all of your Star Wars movies, books, comics, games, and merch right here. 48. Chagrian. One of the most striking designs of the prequels, Chagrian possess two huge horns and blue-hued skin. This race looks positively devilish, and the one Chagrian fans met in the prequels was a manipulator of the highest order. Mas Amedda was constantly by Chancellor Palpane's side as the hidden Sith played a long power game with the galaxy. Amedda could often be seen whispering into Palpatine's ears as the Clone Wars raged on. One has to wonder if Amedda knew the Chancellor's Sith identity, or if he was just a political toady licking the right boots to gain power within the Senate. Whatever the case, Mas Amedda was an intriguing figure that participated in the fall of the Old Republic, and the creators at Lucasfilm made sure that the Chagrian would stand out in a crowd. 47. Gand. Gans are a mysterious alien race that use a mystical mist to track their prey. They can also only breathe ammonia and look like giant psychotic bugs. The most famous Gand in the saga is Zuckuss, one of the bounty hunters called by Darth Vader to catch the Millennium Falcon in The Empire Strikes Back. Zuckuss only appeared on the screen for a second, but his eerie and intimidating physical appearance made him stand out from the bounty hunter pack. Plus, he basically uses hallucination-inducing mists as a means to hunt and kill people. So yeah. 46. Towels. Who can forget Muftak, the big fuzzy creature that confusedly scratched his proboscis after Greedo was killed by Han Solo? The Towels are huge creatures of immense power and possess one of the most eye-popping designs of any of the Cantina aliens. According to expanded universe lore, Muftak paled around with the diminutive alien Cabe, and the duo had adventures all over the galaxy. The Tals also popped up in an episode of The Clone Wars, as Obi-Wan traveled to the snowy Tal's home world. In action, the Tals possessed immense brute strength, making them quite the fuzzy badasses. And here's a fun fact, the creators nicknamed Muftak Spider-Man due to the alien's arachnid-like eyes. You have to wonder where this fuzzy brute stands on power and responsibility. 45. Clawdites. Clawdites, otherwise known as changelings, are some of the greatest spies in the Star Wars universe. They can change appearance at will and usually